Welcome back, everyone. We're back again with Boston United on our journey to, I suppose, this stage League One, I should say. Not to shoot for the skies of Premier League, but League One, and then we can escalate once we get to League One to Championship. But I digress. Welcome back again. We're back with Boston United, and we've been performing pretty damn well. I think I finally got the ratio down for our strikers, and it's just been going ablaze. Unfortunately, we've had to opt for our second formation that we're running because we currently our front three consists of Longbottom, Duff, and Gibbs, but he's currently on international duty with Wales, on the under 21s, and they've been doing bits. Duff has finally turned into that striker that we've been wanting. Last season we had Slew, who got about 8 or 9 goals in the league, and he was our top goal scorer for the club. So far, Duff has surpassed that. We're only like 7 games in, and he's already got about 8 or 9 goals in the league, which is ridiculous. We are absolutely tearing it up. If you guys might notice here, we are first in Sky Bet League. I should actually show you the table. Currently first, we won 5 and drew 2. But I'll actually show you our recent schedule. We've just been battering teams, like, it's ridiculous. We picked up a draw against Port Vale, but that was a bit of a blip, in my honest opinion. We went to, after we finished up, we played against we finished against Mansfield. We won 3-2, which is a good start for us. We built ourselves a little bit of a platform to go off. We went up against Walsall. I believe we went 2-0 down. We went 1-0 down, got one back a few minutes later, and then they scored 1, and towards the last minute of the game, we came back. I thought Longbottom was going to be seriously injured, but it was just ended up being like a tight calf, so he was out for about a day or so, which was pretty good for us. After that, we went to Leyton Orient, put 3 past them. We conceded early on, but then we came back. Duff got a goal, then Gibbs, and then Cavani in the 92nd minute. So another game we dominated. We're not so dominant on possession this go round, so possibly our attacking prowess, we're pushing a lot more further up the pitch, is creating a lot more chances for us. Then we went to Scunthorpe, bet them 4-1. Duff got on the score sheet first minute, then Virtue got a penalty. Virtue scored, Carr got a penalty, and then Gibbs scored in the 88th minute. But it was, again, another kind of smash and grab. We didn't have that much possession, but we got our goal scoring output is really good, and Gibbs has been picking up a fair few assists. I think he's on about 3 or 4. Then we went to Oxford, put 4 past them as well. They had someone sent off in the, the 63rd minute, so we kind of dominated after that. The one weird thing that I don't understand is that Duff somehow got a hat-trick, but he didn't score the second goal. Max Haygarth took a shot from range, and it deflected off a defender, and then went in the back of the net, and it went to Duff. Duff was on the opposite side of the box. I don't know how he got given it, but he got given a hat-trick. Haygarth got I think he got 2. He got given, and he wasn't given the assist, was the weird thing as well, because he got the assist for Duff's first goal, but he wasn't given it for the second. So it was a bit weird, but I'm not going to complain. But it was a great win for us. Another game where we weren't dominant in possession, and I don't know what it is. It just seemed to like swap over completely. We're scoring lots of goals, but we're not keeping as many clean sheets. Then we went up against Newport County, put 6 past them. Longbottom got a brace, Duff got a brace, Carr got a penalty, and Haygarth scored 1. I don't know. Longbottom, he's not, I wouldn't say he's amazing in his overall play, but put him in the box and he's just going to tear you apart. He slotted past the keeper brilliantly. Like, he just got through a ball, first time finished top corner, and then he got one-on-one with the keeper and just slotted past him. He's very clinical in that regard, so that's why he's been keeping his spot in the team. I'm finding that he's also a good player. If we're playing Logan, we can drop Longbottom into that cam role, but he's been doing pretty good. I've also been having a weird conundrum. I've been playing Lee predominantly at right back, but he just doesn't perform, and then we put John in, and then John's amazing. I don't know what it is. Like, the player who's more defensively minded is not performing well, and John seems to make a lot of tackles. He's doing some pretty good stuff. The only time we weren't so great was against, I believe it was Wickham. Yeah, because they went to 2-1 ahead. Um, it was, I believe, the first goal. It was a John was at fault, but it was a weird FM glitch where basically John was on the outside of the player, and then the cross came in, and then John cleared it, and then the player was beside him and just kicked it in. It was a really weird how it all meshed together. But after that, John got the assist. He just like floated the ball perfectly in the air to Duff, and just game set match. Gibbs got a goal, and then we took off Kitchen because he wasn't having a great game, and almost like within 50 minutes. I suppose it's not really immediate. Dickinson got us the header to win us the tie, which was a great game for us. And once again, we didn't dominate possession, so it's a weird kind of conundrum. Last season, it's like a complete reverse. We weren't scoring many goals, but we were so dominant in possession. That might be why, because we're having so many chances. I don't know what it is. It's a weird one. Went up against Aldershot, bet them 2-1. Gibbs got a brace. That game, both Duff was pretty quiet, and we didn't start long bottom. I just decided to give him a rest, and also wanted to change up the team a tiny bit. So we went for a 3 at the back, because I had likes of O'Connell complaining, Hardy was complaining, and they wanted to play. So I was like, oh, just swap it around, change it up. It went pretty well. O'Connell got a brace or 2 assists, and then Gibbs got his goal, or his 2 goals. So he's pretty decent. He's a very tricky little player. I'm really starting to enjoy him. I don't know what it is. Duff and him just seem to just click perfectly. And you might have noticed that we didn't get any other strikers in. We couldn't sign anyone. Greenwood went to Preston, and there was no really other players that were going to lift us up. I couldn't find. There was like some players that wanted that it was like, you might as well just be signing Duff 2.0. Like, why would you sign another Duff when we already have him? So stuff like that. And I was just deciding to go with our players. And if I signed another players like Duff, more than likely they're going to be on loans. They're going to be wanting first team football. So it's going to kind of push Duff back down the pecking order a bit. And the way he's just came to life, like, we've had to give him his chance. Then we went up against Port Vale, 1-1. Did it again. 1-1 draw. Their back line was pretty abysmal. I was trying to run down the left hand side, but we just couldn't capitalize on it. I don't know what it was. We had Lee at right back, and he just wasn't playing well. We brought in Cavani, Baith, and Longbottom, and Gibbs eventually got us the goal through. I think he just might have had a run or something, and he just got the ball. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was just one of those games where, like, we were on top of them for the entire game. Their back line was having a shocker. Like, Smith was the only good exception for their team, and we just couldn't capitalize for whatever reason. Their keeper made a fair few saves, because it shows 5 on here, but I think Longbottom hit the post, immediately came on, and then took a shot from like 30 yards out and hit the post twice. Well, not obviously not with the same shot, but he took a shot from range, hit the post. He had a volley that hit the post. But yeah, so it's been kind of weird. That game was just kind of a blip, and then we went up against the Stokes under 23s, and we got a 1-0 win. It was Eric Peters' own goal, but it was just Gibbs smashing a shot, and the defender put out a leg. But like, we were pretty much on top of him for the entire game, and came away with the win. We did deserve to win, so I'm not too annoyed. Cavani and Slew came on, just gave Slew some game time. We just started Duff and Longbottom, mainly because we didn't have any Gibbs. He's currently still out on international duty, and that game was about 4 days ago. But we're going to get into the game against Bury. They are currently in 5th, I believe. I'm just going to run this team. Longbottom Duff with Logan at Cam, with Carr behind, Haygarth, Virtue, Kitching, Denham, Masanda, and Lee. I'm going to give Lee a chance because he's technically our better defensive player, and with going up against a more equal team, having John off the bench is a pretty good option. So it's been a weird kind of conundrum trying to figure out this team what to do. And then Dickinson, if Kitching has another bad game, he's not going to start for the next game. So he's had a couple games where he's been good, but then he had his last game, he had a 6.3, and the one before that I think it was a 6.3. Actually, no, apologies, he didn't play last game because we did oh no, he did play last game, he didn't play the game before because we did a 3 at the back. Just trying to keep it all right in my head. But yeah, get into it. Should keep our run going. We've also won Manager of the Month, and Duff got Player of the Month, and Gibbs got Goal of the Month. He scored a bicycle kick from a cross, so it's pretty impressive. I assume that's not John O'Shea. Jay O'Shea. He's still Irish as well. And we've also need to swap this up to positive, because for whatever reason we play positive, try to keep a hold of the ball, but we don't keep possession, but we play better with it. I don't know what it is. I think it's because we try to stay on the ball, but we kind of make space for ourselves, and once we get back onto it, we just attack straight away. It's pretty decent. And long balls forward. One thing I have been changing, I don't want to play through the middle, I don't know why that's on. We usually just distribute it quickly and hit early crosses. Yeah, I don't know why these aren't on. I don't know why those are taken off. I want the fullbacks bombing forward, and once they find that bit of space, they'll capitalize with crosses in, because Duff is dynamic in the air. He's a big guy, and he knows how to use his body in the air. And he picked up his second yellow card. He's probably just jumped up into someone, more than likely. It's been a quiet game overall. Not much is happening. Our team is fit enough to run them down for a bit, so they're trying to regain possession, but we're trying to hold on to possession as well, so this will probably play into our hands a bit better. So if they're going to try to capitalize on possession, and we're trying to do the same. If that's the case, you might just go attacking then. If you're going to try to keep a hold of the ball, we'll just, as soon as we get it, we'll just hit them hard. Or just constantly go all out attack. So that's a bit of a compromise. Team instructions. Play a little more wide, more direct. Yeah. See if we can work it over the back line. And with that, we're going to play a little more direct as well. We are going to change up our tactics a bit, and we're going to tell the strikers to drop down into our lower line, forcing their defenders to mark up to them. So with that, we will slightly more direct. We won't hit crosses, and if we're going to go for the overlap, we might just slightly more direct. So we're going to try to create space still on the floor, but if needs be, the striker's going to be still further back, but they're relatively pacey, so we'll just hit them over the top and just burst them through with pace. Be the main idea. See if we can get anything out of it. Oh, we could have a chance here. Good man, Duff. Should have really buried that, but good all the same. Off the line. Stuff like that's really annoying. In that situation, if it was 1-on-1, I would bank more on long bottom than I would on Duff. Duff is very clinical in the air. He's a much more target man kind of player, but he's great at finding space, so he's ideal. And also, if we whip crosses in, he's a lot better. He's actually really good at volleys, surprisingly. I thought most of his stuff would come from headers and volleys, but it seems to more come from, or not headers and volleys, just volleys rather than headers. Okay, virtually won the ball back. Whip across to one of the lads. Jesus. Okay, see if we get a chance out of this. Like, we're tearing them apart, but we're just not getting any opportunities. Okay, that's another corner. Hopefully we get some out of this. On Hagarth, whip it in. Okay, it's the yellow card. I thought it was going to be a red for a second, the way he was walking over to him. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get... I think we'll get Lee off. We're going to get throw on John. He probably will bomb forward and get us across. And I'm thinking Slew. Just for his pace a bit. And we're going to drop him over to the left hand side. Make long bottom the poacher. He's very good one-on-one, so give him that opportunity. And who will we bring on? We'll save an extra sub in case we need it, in case anyone gets sent off. I'm thinking taking off Logan for Baith probably, then pushing Hagarth forward. That might be an idea. It's a terrible ball forward. Virtue, please do not get sent off. Okay, good man Slew. Run down the wing, whip it across. Wrong bottom. Creating chances, we're just not getting that one opportunity. I think I'm going to get Logan off. I'm going to throw Baith on for him. Push Hagarth into that role. And bring Baith across as the deep lane playmaker, having Carr just bomb forward. I prefer Carr in the deeper playmaking role, but if he has the option just to bomb forward and attack, he's pretty good at it as well. And he's been our main penalty taker, so he's actually been pretty prolific with them. Around 77 minutes. You know what, we're going to go very attacking and see if we can force an issue here. Higher tempo. Out of possession. We're also going to press a bit higher as well. That might work in our favour, since Slew isn't as fast as Duff. Having him a little bit further forward, not having to run as far, might work a bit better for us. But we shall see. I think that's game. Oh, so why weren't you bombing forward? You gotta be bombing. And the one thing I'm not really liking about Kitching, no, not Kitching, Lee, he does a similar thing that Kitching does, where if the ball is coming down towards them, and like just say from a long throw, they header it rather than like taking a touch. Oh, slow you muppet. Okay, a nil all draw. I think if we had Gibbs, we probably would have won it. Obviously, he's a much better player than likes of Slew and stuff, but we weren't capitalizing on the left-hand side as much, and he can't. Okay, I fucked that up. I wasn't minding. And team talk, shit. I fucking bottled that big time. How long has this been on? 17 minutes. We're still unbeaten. 2 draws. Hopefully we can recycle through this form or whatever, and we can come back to being good. You know, I've been talking a lot. I might just end it there, because we're already at like 18 minutes. Before we go to another game, it's going to be like maybe a 40-minute video, and the last one was fairly long, and that was only transfers. We haven't signed anyone, but I just had to get through all those games. If that's the case, when will we come back? Could do MK Dons and Swin. That might be an option. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Just because talked way too much for the beginning of the video, I might just go bing bang boom, here are the results, blah 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 blah, and just skip through it rather than going through every single goal and describing how it happened, because I'm not actually showing you the clips. I just don't record that stuff. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, that might be the best option, because MK Dons and Swindon would be a good competitive sides for us. I think Swindon are. I can't remember where they finished last season. I think they finished a little bit above us or just below us. I suppose it's any position in between, really. But yeah, I think somewhere in around there, that'd probably be the best thing to do. Yeah, so I'll bring us back for MK Dons, Swindon. Yeah, I'll do that. Try to fly through this season, see if we can get to League One then. But yeah, so I'll finish it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.